I'm about that action. I ain't about all that talking. So, you know, I know what I can do. I know what I'm capable of. So when I say I'm gonna f you up, I mean it. And if you don't think that I'm telling the truth, then show me.
What's up with your fam? Welcome to Big Faces Worldwide, where we talking nothing but this boxing, man. Hey, man, listen, man. Lou DiBella, the promoter of REGIS PROGRAIS, he tweeted out yesterday, man, something to get the fans going, something to get the fans talking. He said REGIS PROGRAIS versus Mikey Garcia in 2020, man. He added Eddie Hearn and Sky Sports, and he hashtagged Dream Fight. Now, I think that would be a dream fight. That would be a treat for the fight fans come 2020, man. We know that Mikey Garcia, he just signed, I believe it's a one-fight deal with Eddie Hearn and DAZN. You know, Eddie Hearn has been courting Mikey Garcia for over a year. He finally got him to drop them draws and say yes. You know what I'm saying? The bag was big enough, man. You know what I'm saying? Giving him $7 million to possibly fight. You know, the word on the street is that he's in heavy negotiations to fight Jesse Vargas. $7 million to fight Jesse Vargas. That's a hell of a bag. You know what I'm saying? That's a hell of a bag. So shouts out to Mikey Garcia for getting the bag. But this you read the title of this video, man. This is about REGIS PROGRAIS and Mikey Garcia. I would love to see this fight, man. Before REGIS PROGRAIS entered the World Boxing Super Series, there was a little talk about, you know, him versus Mikey. You know, I remember Ellie Setback during the video, you know, after Mikey, I believe it was Mikey, no, it was Peter, Mikey's nephew, and REGIS PROGRAIS. They exchanged some words at one of the fights or something, man. And REGIS PROGRAIS basically said, "I will fuck Mikey up." You know what I mean? Those are his exact words. "I will fuck Mikey up." You know, so they were talking about that in the Robert Garcia gym. And, you know, Robert was like, "Hey, man, we got 3 guys right now that'll beat the brakes off of REGIS PROGRAIS." He named Virgil Ortiz, Jose Ramirez, and Mikey. You know what I mean? I would love to see this fight, man. Before REGIS took the L to Josh Taylor, I would have had it a toss-up. You know, I would have had it a toss-up. I wouldn't really know how to call it. But after seeing REGIS PROGRAIS in that tough fight, in that tough loss to Josh Taylor, I would have to lean towards Mikey Garcia. Now, both dudes, they both coming off an L. They both coming off a loss. Mikey Garcia lost unanimous decision to Earl Spence. And, you know, REGIS PROGRAIS lost a very tough fight to Josh Taylor in the World Boxing Super Series finale, which was a very good fight. You know what I'm saying? Candidate for Fight of the Year. To me, it just seemed like PROGRAIS did not have that extra gear to turn. You know, I was waiting for him to turn it up, to show that sense of urgency, to show that he really wanted to win this fight, man. But he just kept it in the same gear. He really didn't separate himself from Josh Taylor. And instead, Josh Taylor, you know what I'm saying, he turned it into 3rd gear and showed that he wanted it more, man. He surprised me, because I originally picked PROGRAIS to win that fight. You know what I'm saying? I thought it would be too much for Josh Taylor, man. But, you know, Josh Taylor proved me wrong. He gained a fan and Big Faces Worldwide that day, man. You know what I'm saying? I like Josh Taylor, man. I think he's also a good future opponent for Mikey Garcia. But the fight between PROGRAIS and Mikey, I would love to see it. I think Lou DiBella, you know, he's just putting the feeler out there just to check the fans' temperature and see what they talking about. But this, you know, this tweet got a lot of traction, man. Got, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people talking on Twitter about the fight. You know what I mean? I think it's a fight that can happen in 2020. But I just think that Mikey, he doesn't want to leave 147 without a victory. You know what I mean? So I think that his next fight will be Jesse Vargas, in my opinion. And, you know, just based off Mikey Garcia and Adrian Broner, you look at where Mikey, you know what I'm saying, he basically handled Adrian Broner the way that he wanted to handle him. And then you look at Jesse Vargas, who fought Adrian Broner to a draw. You know, Jesse Vargas started off real good in that fight. You know what I'm saying? He was going down to the body very well on AB. I mean, he was relentless with that body work, man. I think he had Mike McCullen in his corner. He was doing some really good body work, man. But by the second half of the fight, Adrian Broner was able to turn on and, you know, balance the scales. And it was able to walk away with the draw. It was a really good fight, really good action back and forth, man. But I just think that, you know, going up against Mikey is a total different animal. You know what I'm saying? I think Mikey has the skills to go in there and outwork Jesse Vargas, outskill Jesse Vargas, and probably stop Jesse Vargas. You know what I mean? I know Robert and Eduardo, who is Mikey's dad, they don't want him up at welterweight. You know what I'm saying? They want him to come back down to 140. You know what I mean? And I think after this Jesse Vargas fight, he will come back down to 140, and hopefully, you know, we can see Regis Prograis and Mikey Garcia sometime in 2020. But I think that's a very good fight. Shout out to Lou DiBella for, you know, putting that out there, just trying to check the temperature of the fans. And I also seen a video with Regis Prograis saying that, yeah, he would take that fight. You know what I'm saying? He would love to fight Mikey Garcia. You know, so I think that's a good thing, man. Both fighters coming off of L's. You know what I'm saying? The Jesse Vargas thing ain't 100%. You know what I mean? So a fight with Prograis and Mikey on the zone, first quarter of 2020. That'll be a dream fight, man. That'll be a fight fans, you know, get your popcorn ready, baby. Get your popcorn ready. I would love to see it, man. Hopefully we get to see it. But I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. If you're new here, I want you to be here. So think about hitting that subscribe button as we stay knee deep into this boxing conversation, man. You can catch me on Twitter. You can catch me on Instagram at Big Faces Worldwide, all one word. But in the meantime and in between time, stay blessed and keep on supporting this sport that we love called boxing. Peace. I holla back.
Have it, though I'm letting you know I'm out to get mad. Every day in different parts of your city.